Several residents in Brentwood have been displaced after watching a fire rip through an apartment unit. Take a look. Sky 5 was above the views of Brentwood this morning as firefighters battled flames pouring from the roof of one of the buildings. The blaze started on the balcony of the unit and quickly spread. Firefighters acted fast to stop the fire from spreading, but they had to shut power to the rest of the building off, leaving many looking for a place to stay right now.
I've never been in this situation before, so it was pretty terrifying. All I could think about was just my husband and my 2 dogs, and that can't be replaceable.
Officials were looking for the resident of the unit who drove away after the fire started. There were no injuries and the cause still unknown. After 6 days on the run and more gun battles with police, the multi-state manhunt ended overnight the same way it began. Our Cuthbert Langley has been on this story from the beginning. He talked to a woman too shaken up to show her face on camera, who was one of the last people to see convicted fugitive Floyd Ray Cook alive.
I mean, I truly thought my life was over. I thought I was going to be a hostage, or he was going to hurt me or kill me.
The worst thoughts came through this woman's mind as she stumbled upon Floyd Cook in her brother's driveway.
And there he stood. There he stood, just leaned up next to a post. And I looked at it again and I said, "Oh my God, oh my God." And my brother said, "What is it?" I said, "It's him, it's him." And I said, I turned around real quick and I ran away.
Before dialing 911, the woman heard from Cook, who refused to identify himself but had one request.
"I mean you no harm." He said, "I just need a drink of water. I mean you no harm."
It was that sighting of the convicted rapist, desperate for help after 6 days on the run, that proved to be the break authorities needed. Choppers armed with thermal imaging equipment were launched, canines hot on his trail. And then at 12:21 Friday morning, this 6-day, 2-state frantic manhunt ended in a ditch in a dramatic gun battle involving police.
Shots were exchanged, and Cook sustained wounds, which ultimately led to his death.
And with Cook's death, the search ended, and the worried thoughts of this tiny community in Kentucky can now be replaced by relief.
I'm just glad it's over. I'm just glad it's all over. And no more people were hurt.
Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5.
Elsewhere, a police officer and a deputy are recovering this morning after a deadly shootout with a robbery suspect. Authorities say 18-year-old Alan Swader burst into a home in Hohenwald in Lewis County and held the resident there hostage. He took off with money and guns, but not before stabbing the resident. The victim was able to call police, and 4 officers spotted the 18-year-old a short time later on North Park Street. They exchanged gunfire, killing the suspect. A police officer's shot was wearing a bulletproof vest. A deputy was flown to Vanderbilt Medical Center, where at last check he was in stable condition. The TBI is now investigating the shooting. And on a much lighter note, today's Fantastic Friends prize, tickets to a performance of Bullets Over Broadway at the Tennessee Performing Arts Center, a prize valued at $500. You can enter to win on our Facebook page. We'll announce the winner tonight on News Channel 5 at 10.